Dealings between Indian agents last year. India has strongly denied the accusations, stating that Canada has yet to provide
We have been coming in from Indonesia, where a series of powerful earthquakes has rocked the region. A 5.8 magnitude earthquake struck down Indonesia's eastern north mountain province on Wednesday. It has been at 10:24 a.m. with its epicenter located 7 kilometers north of South Halmahera Regency. There were no immediate reports of casualties or damage on the island, which has a population of 50,000 people.
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has landed in Pakistan to attend the Shanghai Climate Organization Summit. This marks as the first high-profile India and Pakistan have said that no bilateral discussions will take place between the two countries during the summit. After his arrival in Islamabad, Jaishankar is likely to attend a banquet reception hosted by Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif to welcome the delegates.
The Supreme Court has paused actions by Uttar Pradesh and Tripura regarding unrecognized madrasas. The court's decision follows a petition filed by a Muslim organization challenging directives that sought to shift students from unrecognized madrasas to government schools. The court has also stayed the implementation of NCPCR's communications from June this year, pending further review.
Nearly 80 domestic and international flights received bomb threats in less than 24 hours that later turned out to be hoaxes, keeping thousands of passengers and security agencies on tenterhooks. The estimated losses incurred by airlines due to the disruptions would be around Rs 600 crore. On Tuesday alone, around 50 flights, including 13 each of Indigo and Air India, received bomb threats, creating a growing sense of panic among the passengers.
Tamil Nadu braced for heavy rainfall as a yellow alert was issued for 4 districts. The meteorological department urged residents to exercise caution and stay informed about the weather forecast. As the monsoon intensified, the department anticipated localized areas within the altered district to experience the significant rainfall.
Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham in Coimbatore hosted the Anoka Cultural Festival, a vibrant celebration of art, culture and innovation. The festival featured performances in dance, music and technology, showcasing the diverse talents of students from all over the country. The stage was ablaze with color and movement as dancers performed traditional and contemporary styles, while musicians filled the air with melodious tunes. The technology demonstrations in the Tech Fest were equally impressive, with students showcasing their innovative projects and ideas.
The Kashmir Marathon was a resounding success with the participation of Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister and Bollywood actor Sunil Shetty. The event showcased the region's breathtaking beauty and resilience, attracting runners from all over the world. The vibrant atmosphere was filled with energy and excitement as participants cheered each other on and celebrated the spirit of sportsmanship. The marathon's success was a testament to the region's progress and its ability to host world-class events. It was a proud moment for Kashmir, showcasing its potential to the world.
The Gujarat Giants emerged victorious in a nail-biting encounter against the Bengaluru Bulls in the Pro Kabaddi League. Pardeep Narwal, the star rider of the Bulls, etched his name in the history books by reaching the remarkable milestone of 1700 points. His exceptional performance throughout the match was instrumental in his team's pursuit of victory.
Here we have an interesting news of introducing Google Pay as a payment option at Ettimade campus of Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham, which is a convenient and modern step. It will likely improve the efficiency of transactions, reduce waiting times, and provide a more seamless experience for every faculty and students. That's all for our headlines at the moment. Coming up next, we'll be diving deeper into the diplomatic row between Canada and India.
The diplomatic standoff between Canada and India just took another dramatic turn. Two senior aides to Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, including his national security National Security Advisor Natalie Drowan have reportedly shared confidential details with a US newspaper accusing India of meddling in Canada's affairs. This was reported just days before Canadian police revived claims that Indian agents are working with criminal gangs, allegedly targeting South Asians, particularly pro-Khalistan supporters. At the center of the storm is the murder of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a Canadian citizen and Khalistani activist who was killed in June 2023. Canadian authorities allege that Indian agents were connected to the Lawrence Bishnoi gang, accused of planning Nijjar's murder along with threats and harassment aimed at pro-Khalistani supporters. India is not taking these accusations lightly. In fact, New Delhi has slammed them as preposterous and insists that Canada has not provided a shred of evidence to back up these serious claims. Despite repeated requests, no proof has been shared. Prime Minister Trudeau recently admitted that while he did link Indian agents to Nijjar's killing, there is no solid proof, only intelligent speculations. Allegations against Indian diplomats stationed in Canada remains a heated issue, with the RCMP, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, reiterating that Indian officials had used their positions for clandestine activities, including gathering intelligence from New Delhi. According to the RCMP, the Bishnoi gang led by jailed gangster Lawrence Bishnoi in India is acting as an operational arm of the Indian government with directives coming from within prison walls. Despite these claims, Canada has yet to present concrete evidence in the public domain and no formal charges have been filed against any Indian diplomat. And now shifting our attention to a breaking story from Indonesia where a powerful earthquake of 5.1 magnitude has struck. We have Ardra reporting on the ground. Over to you, Ardra.
So I'm reporting live from Jakarta in Indonesia where a devastating earthquake happened recently. So the magnitude of the earthquake is 5.8 and also it was centered in North Maluku and it have not created any casualties, but then also the material damage that it caused was very much huge and it created a great havoc in the whole city. So when it comes to the affected areas, there was the scale of devastation becomes increasingly apparent, and also building lies in the ruins, roads are cracked, and power lines dangle. The sounds of sirens and cries are all over the lanes of Indonesia now. So many rescue teams have already came to Indonesia, and military professionals are also there. But Lieutenant Colonel Imam Sujadis, who is the head of Indonesian National Disaster Management Agency, said that many victims are trapped and it is not too easy to recover their homes and their bodies because the material. So the Indonesian government have declared an emergency and deployed military personnel to assist the relief efforts. So the international aid organizations are also providing many aids to the people. Through the night falls, the thousands of people are getting displaced and people are going to many relief camps because their homes are destroyed. So the economic impact of this disaster is also very much huge. The Jakarta Stock Exchange has suspended trading. Major industries such as manufacturing and tourism are expected to suffer significant losses. When it comes to other United Nations and other countries who are helping, many of the countries are trying to help Indonesia. And even though the road to recovery will be long, we are damn sure that the country will recover from this disaster soon. So this is Ardra reporting from Jakarta, back to you in the studio.
In just a few moments.
La Bigna, as early as you.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Let's dive right back into today's top stories. So, Supreme Court stays Child Rights Body Commission on communication on shifting madrasa students to government schools. The Apex Court today stayed the communication issued by the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights (NCPCR), directing the shifting of madrasa students to government schools. The NCPCR had argued that madrasas were not providing adequate education to the students and were depriving them of their fundamental rights. However, the Supreme Court observed that the NCPCR's directive was issued without any notice to the affected parties and without considering the specific circumstances of each madrasa. The court emphasized the importance of due process and the right to education, noting that while the government has a duty to ensure quality education for all children, it must do so in the manner that respects their culture and religious identities. The Supreme Court has now directed the NCPCR to provide notice to all affected madrasas and give them an opportunity to respond to the allegations. The court has also appointed a committee to examine the matter and submit a report. The stay on the NCPCR's directive has come as a relief to madrasa authorities and students, who had expressed concerns about the potential disruption of their education. The case is expected to significant implications for the future of madrasas in India and the government's approach to providing education to marginalized communities. We will continue to follow this story and bring you more updates as they develop. And let's now turn our focus onto the SCO summit. We have Bharat on the ground in Islamabad providing updates on Jaishankar's arrival. Over to you, Bharat.
Jaishankar has arrived to attend the Shanghai Cooperation Summit. This visit has marked a significant diplomatic development, as it's the first time in nearly 9 years that an Indian minister has set a foot in Pakistan. When Jaishankar arrived in Pakistan, he was in the Noor Khan airbase. He was greeted by the Pakistani officials, which signaled an acknowledgement to this notable event. But it is essential to understand that this visit comes against a backdrop of strained relations, which was primarily driven by the long-standing Kashmir issue and the concerns over cross-border terrorism. The last time an Indian minister who visited Pakistan was Sushma Swaraj back in 2015, who visited there to attend a conference in Afghanistan. The Ministry of External Affairs has emphasized India's active commitment in the SCO's activities and its initiatives. The summit, which is hosted by Pakistan, will focus on trade and economic issues. In the evening, Dr. Jaishankar is expected to attend a banquet hosted by the Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. But both sides have ruled out any chances of a formal discussion between Jaishankar and the Pakistan's Finance Minister Ishaq Dar. Jaishankar has in a recent interview, Jaishankar has reiterated that India's desire to have good relations with Pakistan, but this will only be possible if the issues like cross-border terrorism are adequately addressed. The international community is watching if this discussion will go to any thaw in the diplomatic relations, or is it just a part of the big SCO agenda. We'll come with more updates to you. Back to the studio.
And Amrita Das will be joining for further news insights on today's highlights. Thank you for staying tuned.
The EPA announced that some Volkswagen Audi cars made between 2009 and this year were using a so-called defeat device to get around emissions laws.
Volkswagen has been fined €1 billion for its role in the diesel emissions cheating scandal. Prosecutors said almost 11 million vehicles worldwide were equipped with illegal software that gave false readings on engine emissions.
Volkswagen.
Now we'll move on to how hoax bomb threats are hurting air travel in India. A surge of unprecedented hoax bomb threats is wreaking havoc on Indian aviation, causing widespread disruption and anxiety for passengers. Just last week, an Air India flight was diverted to the remote Canadian city of Iqaluit due to a false bomb threat. Passengers described the ordeal, stranded for hours in an unfamiliar place with little information. This incident is just one example of a significant surge in hoax threats targeting Indian airlines this year. In fact, there have been at least 90 such threats in the past week alone. These threats have led to flight diversions, cancellations and delays, causing major disruptions to travel plans.
India's aviation industry, one of the world's fastest growing, has been particularly hard hit. The Indian government has condemned these acts, calling them as a matter of grave concern. Aviation Minister Kirirajura Ram Mohan Naidu has expressed deep concern about the recent disruptions.
Experts speculate on the motivations behind these threats, including malicious intent, attention seeking, or mental health issues. Beyond the immediate disruptions, these threats have serious financial implications for airlines and can erode public trust in the aviation industry.
Every diverted or delayed flight incurs substantial expenses, and delays can lead to cancellations and disruptions of the entire network. Tracking down the individuals responsible for these threats can be difficult due to anonymous nature of the social media posts.
While authorities have arrested a 17-year-old school dropout in connection with some threats, many perpetrators remain unidentified.
The ongoing wave of hoax bomb threats pose a significant challenge to Indian aviation. Authorities are working to address the issue, but more needs to be done to prevent future disruptions and ensure safety of the passengers. The government is considering introducing new laws to deter such behavior and protect the integrity of the aviation sector.
As the aviation industry continues to grow in India, it's imperative to maintain a secure and reliable environment for travelers.
Yellow alert in 4 districts of Tamil Nadu due to heavy rains. Coimbatore recorded one of its heaviest rainfalls in recent history with 9 cm of rain at the airport on Wednesday, making it the highest rainfall in the state over the past 24 hours. This heavy downpour also caused water levels to rise at the Noyal River near Chitrai Chavadi.
Meanwhile, the Regional Meteorological Center in Chennai has forecast a gradual reduction in rainfall across Tamil Nadu until the end of the month. However,
Chennai relief centers on standby, even as 469 boats have also been kept ready should remains that this spell is...
Cyclone Dana, which is sectoring in the Bay of Bengal, is expected to make landfall between Odisha and West Bengal early Friday morning. As a result, many interior regions of Tamil Nadu, particularly near Western Ghats, experienced heavy rainfall in the last 24 hours. Vadarpai received 7 cm, while Coimbatore and Nagarkoil reported 6 cm and 5 cm of rainfall.
Coimbatore's 9 cm of rainfall on Wednesday was one of the highest single-day totals for the city in October, matching records from 1982, 1997 and 1999. The all-time highest recorded rainfall in Coimbatore occurred on October 23, 1997, when the city received 16.1 cm.
In other news, Cyclone Dana has brought a shift in weather patterns, leading to warmer temperatures in parts of the state. Paramagipattai in Kodalur district recorded the highest temperature of 35 degrees Celsius, while Chennai saw an above average temperatures, with Nungambakam recording 34.1 degrees Celsius.
The Regional Meteorological Center has also predicted that light to moderate rain will continue in parts of Chennai until Friday. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more updates.